is ascension. Lift up to a new dimension. This is ascension.
Expertise to correct your movements, or you know what I mean?
Here's
to
the
get
simplest
that
way
through
I would frame it. Is you need to find exercises for you that to get the greatest amount of back recruitment, period. I'm not attached to what exercise it is or how you do it. We have to go, okay, what exercise and what setup allows you to use the greatest amount of back tissue rather than bicep, rather than delt. So you can pick the exercise that you think you feel best, and we'll make it the adjustment slight to go, okay, when you do it this way, the lat contracts from the beginning to the end. That's it. Like, I'm not like, hey, this exercise or this way, like, I have no idea. Let's look and see.
Yeah.
You'll know. When you hit it, you'll be like, fuck, that feels great, right? And you're like, yep, let's do that.
I notice whenever you do the chest supported stuff, like when we do that prime row, like seeing you do it actually helped me. I was like, he's really good at a lot of chest supported rows, I find. Yeah, I find when he does a lot of like free weight based, too much body movement. It's like a around the world.
And that's stuff we can fix, right? So your body's looking for ways to cheat. Your body wants to make it easy. So you have to put your body in a position of disadvantage, right? So the way I think about it is like isolation versus integration. Isolation is like, I need this thing to work in isolation. If I'm lifting 100 pounds, I want it to lift as much as 100 pounds as I can. Versus integration is like, I want all these things to work, right? So that's like powerlifting, strength training, different. So like, I mean, we need both. Both are useful, but you want to, like, if I'm trying to isolate a muscle, isolate it.
So yeah, so basically I sent Ben my workout, the selection that I've been using the last 4 or 5 weeks, and basically just gonna get him to, we're gonna go through the workout, he's gonna see our form, and then just make sure the movements and everything we're doing is efficient as possible. So he's gonna be, correcting us, tweaking us, probably getting us to make some manipulations throughout the movements. Because over the next 11 weeks, I haven't 100% decided yet, but I'm pretty certain I'm going to aim for the Toronto Pro qualifier, which is in 11 weeks. So over the next 11 weeks, I really want to, with the feedback from the judges, I really want to double down on my back training. I'll probably do it twice a week. Structure my nutrition around my back training to make that a priority. So who better than Ben PAKULSKI to make sure all my movements are on point. I like doing underhand. My arms are long enough.
Yeah, so man, remember, I don't even worry about your hands, right? Just worry about what's happening up here.
Yeah, the elbow.
Yep.
So I kind of sit high on it. I find where I can get the best stretch, and my elbow's in front of me, stretching the lat. And then I'm just focused on driving through my elbow, pulling over, and squeezing into the lower lat.
Yep. So I'd stop like there.
There?
Yep, so there's not, and going any further than that, it's actually not increasing the stretch in the lat. The lat stretches that way.
Yeah.
So try to reach your elbows up that way. Try to create a bigger arc.
Keep it in front of the body.
Yep.
Drop down.
Yep. So something's like reaching, create a big arc, like really into elevation and protraction. Yep.
And do you find it's better to arc your back or keep your back flat as you come down for the contraction?
As you're coming through, you want to lift up.
Lift up.
Yep.
Lift through.
Yep. And I could tell you mechanically why that's the reason, or why that's the way. So remember, you're driving through the elbows, not through the hands, right? So big thing to acknowledge, you set up correctly, but the red dot there, he's got to make sure his joint is set up through there. He's actually about right. He might drop the seat down a little bit.
Okay.
That's the axis of rotation, right? So I would, he's pretty close. I might drop him down a little bit.
Yeah.
So if I'm doing this, I'm probably doing this. Just go higher for me. Because it's allowing me to elevate.
Yep.
I'm not allowing, so big thing for me is I want to go, as I come through, boom, down there, right? So it's like that huge arc, and the arc is happening from the scapula.
So at the top of the movement, you're actually like lifting.
Yeah, trying if I can,
yeah.
Now drive the shoulders down. Now reaching for the mirror.
One thing I notice when people are doing pullovers, right, whether it's dumbbell, whether it's cable, is some people are like pulling over and elbows are in. Some people are pulling over and elbows are out.
So if you want to work your lat, so actually it's an important thing, maybe good for the video, just go ahead and extend your arms this way. Turn your biceps to the ceiling. Protract. So reach your shoulders forward as much as you can. Good, keep your chest up. Good, so there you go. So now, as slow as you can, keep your biceps that much externally to rotate your shoulders. Now just take your hands up above your head as far as they'll go comfortably. So right there, that's the end of the range of motion for your lat. As soon as you go any further than that, you start to internally rotate. Now it becomes a Terry's exercise. So when you're doing a lat pull down, I'm literally going this, I'm going, okay, that's as far as I can literally go. So then I would do that and I would match the range to that. Right, so I would go, that's my position, because anything beyond that,
So
that's a Terry's.
You're pulling on the Terry's is now activating.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not a bad thing.
No.
If you want to work your Terry's, but if you actually want to keep it on the lat, that's my range. So now the stretch then happens not this way, but this way.
Right.
Right, so that's how you lengthen the lat.
Protracting.
Yep.
Down. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so that's why that protraction is necessary. So again, Terry's can be useful. That's why most bodybuilders have a really great upper back and no lat.
Yeah.
Because they're going into this position, which is not a lat. So for me to get to my lat, I have to go there, then that's a lat.
So that's something really good for people to understand, because now if you're doing pull downs and you're doing your standard lat pull down, your elbows are out.
Right.
And people are pulling down like this, you're primarily working more Terry's.
In that position, and you'll catch the lat somewhere in the range, but ideally you want to work the lat through the full lengthen and full short position. Yeah. So sometimes the range looks, well, different for lat. It's not it's shorter, but it's specific to that muscle.
Yeah,
so
it's a very isolated, shorter range of motion.
Yeah, so when you talk about full range of motion, is it full range for my lat or full range for this exercise? So full range for that exercise, maybe me going to there, but full range for my lat is here.
Yeah, and full range from the exercise is going to be like rear delt, into Terry's, everything.
So depending on what you're trying to do. It has utility. That's the idea between isolation and integration.
Yeah.
Right. If I want to isolate the lat, it's a different movement.
Yeah.
If I want to integrate all of it,
really breaking it down like that and people understanding, it's like, I think it really helps to.
I used to be of like, well, don't do that, don't do the other way at all. But I'm not like that anymore. I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Everything does work together. You know what I mean? So it is.
Well, so think of it like this: if I'm lifting 100 pounds. I want my lat to do as close to 100 pounds as possible. I don't want my forearm flexors, my rear delt, my trap to do all the work, my Terry's. So then if I isolate and I can make the lat do the greatest amount of work, and then when I go back to an integrated way, the lat becomes a greater contributor.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
The cool thing about it too is, because one thing I've battled with is like, sometimes, as bodybuilders, we always want to go heavy. And with going heavy and wanting to isolate my lats and probably putting my muscle through too much range of motion, my forearm extensors get smoked and bicep, and then my ability to work my lats suffers because I'm so pumped here. Right. Where it's like, if
I can show you how to take all that out, man, quickly.
But if we are actually just executing the lats and isolating it, it's going to require a lot less weight.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because it's a smaller range. Yeah.
So what you notice is in the beginning you have to regress because you're relearning.
Yeah.
But eventually the weight goes back up. Like I was at the point where I was getting pretty strong using the right muscles toward the end of my career, but like then you can do so much less work and get a greater benefit.
Yeah.
So
it's really cool. Yeah. Really cool.
That old school branch doesn't look like an old man there.
Yeah, yeah, it is. The old monster shirt. Are we going on the decline?
Yeah. Man, I feel like
I remember when you guys guest post.
Right? Ontario.
That?
Yeah.
Was that 2009?
Yep.
It was 2009. Fuck, my memory's good.
10 weeks out from the.
Yeah, I remember that weekend. I was like, what the fuck? Ben's like bigger and better than Branch Warren. 1 year into his pro career.
Man, I felt very honored to be even compared to him, man.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's one of the best of our time for sure.
Yeah, he came here once. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we opened.
Yeah. I wish I got a chance to train him. He would never come. I asked him like fucking 10 times.
Really?
Wouldn't come.
Oh my gosh.
No. Okay, so let's go bottom hands on the bottom of the dumbbell. Sit down here. Yep. Okay. So now I want you to go into external rotation of the shoulders as much as you can comfortably go. Protraction as much as you can comfortably go. Feel how your scapula is like pushing away from the bench.
Yep. Good.
Now just go through the range like that. That's it right there. That's it.
Wow.
Keep external rotation. Really force that external rotation. And then as you come through, I want you to try to drive down onto that lower lat. Yep. So everything, that first motion is I'm like down, right? So here we're elevating and protracting, reaching up. And the first motion is like down through there. Good. Right here is where you're going to reset the external rotation. Like, rotate. Yep. Squeeze and drive down with the shoulders. Squeeze. Yep. Reach away with the scapula. So again, you're pushing the bench away from you, pushing your shoulder blades to the sky. Yeah, there you go. Go through. Yep.
Man, it gets to a point where it's like, it almost gets shorter and shorter the range, and it's like so stimulated.
Yeah.
Oh,
How's that feel?
I like that, focusing on that protraction.
Yeah, so that's what, I mean, that's kind of what you're trying to do over there. Just because it's a machine, it's limited.
Yeah, but this is cool because you're actually, like, when you do it, you're forcing your back against the pad. It's like a
you can feel
different
it.
connection. Fucking your rib cage expansion is crazy.
Took a scoop of pre-HD on the way over. Got a nice pump going on.
So protraction, Noah, is pushing away, right? So you're gonna, like, at the top of the range of the motion, make sure you're protracting.
So the range will stop there, externally rotate. So you realize if I had a weight here and it's going this way, then if I just push back into my hand, I feel this is contracting. That's why the range stops. We're probably like there, just outside of that. So now protract your shoulders away from the bench, externally rotate. You're kind of reaching like this. You'll notice your range kind of stops right there. Let me back up.
And when you say shoulders down on the way up,
Depression.
so you're then.
No, so
Not
shoulders up. When I say down, I mean like that way.
Yes, yeah,
So
you're just bringing
depression.
them down, squeezing on the lower lat.
Yeah, there you go. He's got it.
Perfect, no?
And I almost wonder if next set we'll try like one more of a decline, like even more.
Yeah.
Really reaching for the sky, especially on the eccentric, no? Really, yeah, right here. Reach up back here. Yep, there you go. Remember to keep that external rotation. I would suggest with your width you do one arm. So if you're objectively trying to train this lat, you need to push harder with this foot. I usually take that foot right off, yeah. Okay, first thing, drop your foot down. More. Because I need your hip, stand up for a sec. Just put it down. Stand up. Go into a stiff leg deadlift. Keep your spine straight. Good, so you're almost at an equal hip flexion. We need to have that much hip flexion and no more, otherwise you're rounding into your lower back. I can't have you round to your lower back. So drop your foot down so you're nice and tall. Yep, there you go. Good, don't move. Reach more, but don't rotate your body. So reach just through the shoulder, chest up, exaggerate. Externally rotate your bicep, drive down into my hand. Drive down, good, push me the other way, push me the other way. Yep. And now when you get to the back, don't think about going back, think about wrapping around toward your spine. So push here, wrap it toward the middle, push into here. Yep, there you go, that's it. It's almost like you're wrapping from here to there. Good, chest up, exaggerate that chest up. Eye line is straight. Good, wrap it toward the center. Push, wrap toward the midline now, pull, there, yep. Stretch more, don't rotate. Stretch more, let it go. There, now down. Both sides. So blow your air out, put your rib cage down. Good, see how much shoulder flexion you have? Yep. That's because your thoracic spine is like this. So when I'm rowing and my thoracic spine is like this is what you're doing. So your scap goes up where it needs to go like that. So I need you to focus on, so when you finish the rep, look, it's here rather than here. See what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to pull that scap back and put it in my back pocket. And then I'm wrapping my lat to here. So you see what that feels like to drive the shoulder down. Not so even, right? So now like down more. Good. So even like shorten up the range a little bit. Down and come around there. So trying to contract there. See how that shoulder's like all set back? Yeah, right there, yep. Slide over that way, like that much. Put your foot in the middle there. Now try that again. So we're gonna give you some space to go past your body. Stretch more, stretch more. Don't side bend, keep your body straight. Good, now drive straight down. Control, wrap it around toward the midline. Tuck this in, good, yep. So his lat inserts here and originates here. So when you're thinking about the range, it's like this and then that way. So if he goes like this, when he gets to this point, the lat stops working if I keep going like this. This works. So if I wanna go like this, that will work the lat, right?
And you're still keeping your back.
Yeah, think of it like an elastic band. So I'm stretching that elastic band. As soon as he retracts that shoulder, there's no more tension in the elastic band. So he wants to keep that shoulder protracted, drive down, and then that way.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Drive it down. Push. Stay here, drive the shoulder down. Yeah. Good, man.
I'm definitely feeling that, like really, really low though.
Well, that was the first time, like your lats were working really well. Once you made those corrections, that was good. So you have a weak serratus on this side. You need to do some serratus activations.
Yeah.
So when you stretch, don't lean forward too much. Think about stretching through the scap, not through the spine. Wait, don't go yet. Way more stretch. Way more stretch. Don't rotate the spine. Keep the spine straight. Rotate for more. Or stretch more. Stretch more. Stretch more. There. Good. Chest up. Drive down. Yep. You'll know you're stretched when this thing will contract. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yep. Go. Down. Shoulder back. Roll it back. Roll it back. Roll it back. Go quarter instead of plate.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you know you could do 4 plates aside.
Yeah, it's just
but,
breaking those bad habits.
Yeah, and it'll go back up fast. You just gotta teach your body how to do it. Roll it back, roll it back, roll it back, hold. Now drive the elbow down as you extend. Yeah, there you go.
Holy shit.
This has to become your default. So your body always wants to default to the path of strength, least resistance. What's
For
easy?
me, it's like the rear delt was trying to take over.
Yeah, rhomboid, rear delt, yeah. Terry's. Weight chest up, good, go, 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 go. Keep going, roll shoulder back, roll shoulder back. There, hold that, drive the elbow down as you extend. Drive down, 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 yep. Wait, stretch, good, go. Do it again, that was bullshit. No, don't go back this way, go straight down. Go, yes. Hold, roll it back, roll it back, roll it back. Yep. So it's not a retraction, it's a downward rotation. Sit it back. Wait, don't go, roll it back, roll it back, roll it back. Yep.
Wow.
Push this leg harder. Man, I was writing an article last week about, if you think about the evolution of bodybuilding, 60s and 70s when it started, who would they listen to? The biggest guy in the gym. Did that mean he knew anything? No, and that's what the trend became, right? 60s, 70s, 80s. If you're the biggest, you know what you're doing. And you got these own kids going, I'm gonna look like that guy, I'm gonna do what he's doing. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, he's genetically blessed. So that was now we're just starting to come to the point where like, just because you look good doesn't mean shit. Yeah, people are starting to become aware of it. Yeah. If we could apply all the things we went through, what does this look like? Because every back exercise is exactly the same. It's just like
from here.
Right. So first find that active range, right? So where's that range stop? There. Yeah. And then push, and drive this way. You try to make that arc as big as possible. Yep. Go. Yep. Right there. Boom. Done. And now this is going that way. Down. So it's not this way. It's this way. Down. Resist the urge to lean forward, lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Pause, reset, externally rotate, stretch more. More, yep. Stretch without rotating. Wait, good, go. Drive shoulder down, keep your head straight. Come on. Hold it. Now drive the elbow toward the mirror. Yes. Yeah, see as he's getting tired, that's kicking up, stop. See your Terry's just taking over. Just because you're fatigued, man. Your body goes, I don't have any left, no lat. So, look, man, I'm going here, and it's external, so I'm like turning my biceps to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Stop. Good, so resist the urge to pull it toward you, and think about driving it down. Shoulder and the elbow move down as one. Stretch more, push down. Shift your whole body like that way, 2 inches. Yeah, so resist the urge to pull back, pull straight down. Stretch more. External, go drive straight down. That's a big one for you actually. You gotta make sure you find that extra rotation. Man, that first inch is gonna be the most important.
Yeah.
So as soon as you do this, it's wrong. You gotta do this. So resist the urge to pull back. Yeah, don't do that. Because as soon as you do that, you're taking your lat out of it. That's why that little stretch is important.
Right.
Drive your elbows forward a little bit. Drive your shoulders down a little bit. So elbows go forward, and then don't move from there. Just depress. Yep, good. Yeah, so see how that brings out the Terry's? Yeah, that really makes a big difference actually, man. Back looks wider. Extend your arms out. Yeah, do that again. Now just really try to separate your scaps, really reaching out away from your body. Keep your chest up. So can you try to like intentionally just like stretch that way in both directions? Yeah, so like try to activate, really lengthen. Now keep that position, bring your hands around to boom, lengthen lats. That's what a lengthen lat feels like. Right, feel the tension there?
Yep.
So we're really trying to like get that serratus activated and get that trap relaxed, trap and rhomboid relaxed.
Yeah.
Rhomboids are super tight.
You know what back piece I loved at your place? I can't find it anywhere. It was the old Strive Selectorized row.
They don't make it anymore.
Yeah, I found the other version, the one that Prime still makes.
Yeah.
Selectorized. I have it. We refurbished it. I got the old Strive one I found, but I can't find that one anywhere. That one was so nice.
Best.
You pull really low.
Fuck, it's so good.
And then I like the foot pads on it too. You lock your ankles in to drive force.
Dude, I'm like, why don't you guys remake this? Like, that's our old model. Like, it's the best piece you make by far.
I know.
So Tom Purvis, you know Tom?
From Nebula?
No, Tom Purvis is from RTS.
Okay.
So he's the best. He's the best mechanics guy in the whole world. Like, understanding exercise mechanics.
Yeah.
So him and I went in my gym. We went through every piece of equipment and tested resistance profiles. So like, you know, when you see Prime stuff and you're like, hey, this says it's hard here, but is it? Like, so because there's more considerations than just this.
Yes.
That people don't understand.
Yeah.
So we actually tested them. And that was the only one that actually stood up to the actual, what it says on the fucking thing.
Wow.
Yeah, so you know, like all the Selectorized ones, you're like, oh, I put it here, it's hard here, and it's easy there. It's not accurate.
Yeah.
It's always skewed, because like, I can show you why, but.
Yeah.
So that was the only one that was actually like the appropriate amount of drop off. Yeah.
All right, guys, that is the back workout today with Ben PAKULSKI. My back right now is pretty lit up. It was pretty awesome for him to make the proper adjustments and show me how to activate the muscles that I'm having a hard time recruiting because my dominant muscles are taking over. So Ben is going to be here for about another month. So I'm excited about having the opportunity to be able to work with him and him to continue to perfect, you know, my movements and try and make my back hopefully a strong point the next time I step on stage, which could be in 11 weeks. So Ben, we really appreciate you taking the time today.
Happy to be here. That's what I love.
Thank you very much.
Happy to help you guys, man.
Thank you.
Hey, buddy.
And if you guys have any comments, comment down below. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Appreciate, you know, all the support. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Until next time.